ladies, hope you're having a great day today. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going fantastic. Got up this morning, went swimming this morning, came in, filmed a few things for my Bible channel and for our Saturday and Sunday that we do on here. So it's been a good morning already. So I am ready to start my day. I'm encouraged, very encouraged, and getting God's word. You having a bad day? Yeah, we have bad days. We do. We can. And you know what cures a lot of that? Getting His word. I know that it sounds weird, like, no, I don't really need that. I don't have enough time. It really, really does. It changes your mood. It may not, it's one of those things where you're like, I don't even know. What do I even read? Or it may become like the humdrum of life and not, but reading it and being encouraged by it, it's a beautiful thing. It just helps put that spring in your step to keep on going, to keep on moving forward. You know, it's like, I was talking to my thing today and I was like, you know what, we're still here. We're still here. Maybe things you've gone through your life and you thought you'd never make it through that. I'm sure there's many times in your own life that you can look and go, wow, I can't believe I made it through that. But when I went through those times, it was dim and dark and I didn't even think I'd get through those things. But you know what, you did. You're here. We're here, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So those trials and those things that happen in your life, you know, it's all about perfecting us and God chiseling us and cutting out things that don't need to be in our life to help bring that growth, bring those beautiful things that He wants to produce in your life. It's a beautiful thing. So I've been greatly encouraged this morning. So it's been good. So I'm going to go. Today I'm going to focus on food today. I don't want to do any more cleaning. I was like, upstairs was a long day yesterday doing the upstairs room. And I'm like, I don't want to do any more cleaning. No more cleaning. So today is going to be food. We're going to do some food. So I'm going to go into the kitchen. We're going to make some food to eat today. I'd also like to make some syrups for my coffee because I still have some jar stuff, but I'd like to make some homemade stuff and see if it's just as good so that I can save myself buying the syrups. And I'm pretty sure you can make it. So I thought I'd make a couple of those, and I don't even know what else. I got a list out there of things to make. So you ready for a wonderful day? I am ready for a beautiful, wonderful day. Let's go to the kitchen and start making some food. Okay, let's go. Let's do breakfast. For breakfast, we're gonna do pancakes because I made some pancakes last week and they really liked them. So I thought, let me do some more. I've also got, there is bagels in there still, and there's also some, it's funny because I have them real fast. I have store-bought bagels. They've been in there for a little bit and they're just not getting eaten up. So I need to make some of my homemade ones, which I will. Probably, I don't know if I'll do them tomorrow or next week. We'll see. And get a cup of coffee too. But I'll just do pancakes for now. They really like them. I turned the griddle on over here. I like to do some with sprinkles and some with chocolate chips. They're all yummy and delicious. So I'm doing pancake mix. I bought this and we like it too. I don't mind doing it homemade, but I don't mind doing a mix as well. So let me just mix it up in the bowl. We're here on my griddle, and I'm just going to squeeze out the pancakes. I don't mind doing big giant ones. I feel like big giant ones go faster. Like they go way quicker. It's much faster to do. And so I would probably never back in the day do small ones. Kind of like making cookies when I had a lot of kids at home. Cookies take so long. So to do cookies, that had to be like a designated baking day. So I did a lot of bars when the kids were little, just because of the time. So yeah, I probably wouldn't do too many small ones like this when they were little, because when you have a lot of little kids running around, dropping stuff. You have a lot of little kids running around the house, and you know, the last thing you do is mini pancakes. Do big giant ones, they cut them up anyways. So don't feel bad if you can't do mini pancakes. My kids like them. They're older, they all like them. Just something mini to grab and use. They'd survive on big ones too. So this is good. I put some sprinkles in here because I got a lot of sprinkles. And I'll do some with chocolate chips. So I'm going to get some containers that I can put these in. Okay, making these, I've almost got a whole container here full of these ones, and then the other ones I will put some chocolate chips in there, because not everybody likes the chocolate chips. These sprinkles kind of melt, so they're kind of smeared in there, but they don't care. Kids don't care one bit. So let's put this in here. This works really good. This works really good. I got one of my viewers. Awesome. Nice little tool. Okay, this is the things that take a little bit of time, but you know what? A little bit of time and it'll be done. This will definitely be for a few days, especially since I have other breakfast things in there, so that's a good thing. I was just looking through, I was gonna do, I have enough lunch stuff, so I'm not gonna worry about lunch. We still have lentils left over. We have dinner from last night left over, which was really good, by the way. So, and there's still some refried beans and taco meat too, so there's still some of that in there. So I'm not worried about making lunch, because no sense making food just to have it go to waste, right? That would be wasteful. And then dinner, I'm gonna, when I was out in the garage yesterday, I noticed, forgot that I didn't forget because I bought them. Potatoes, I have a lot of potatoes. So I thought, why don't I do mashed potatoes with my little potato masher, try that out. And I'll probably do meatloaf. And so I like meatloaf, grew up eating meatloaf. It was delicious. That's probably my favorite dish of my mom's. And do I make mine like her? No, I do not, but I do like hers. It's one of those things that as a kid, I just still remember meatloaf. She'd have baked beans. I never liked the baked beans. And then she would do like a cheesy potato. We would do au gratin potatoes. Remember the box au gratin potatoes? I still remember that as a child. So it was delicious. Didn't like the beans, but everything else was so good. So I still love a meatloaf, but my kids do not like meatloaf. I don't know why. They'll eat a burger, they'll eat that together, but put it into a meatloaf patty and nobody likes it. Why is that? It's not like it's dry. It's delicious and flavorful. So one of my viewers gave me her recipe, and I have it written down. It's more like, I'm gonna say more like a pizza or an Italian one. Could you add tomato sauce to it and some spices? And they like that. So I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking I will do that in a slow cooker today, so it can kind of cook, so I don't have to have my oven on all day, because it's gonna be another toasty day. So that bright sunshine, my goal is to get out there. So I wanna finish up in here, because we're not doing school. Stuff is shipped. I just ordered some stuff at the library, but I don't have to do anything today. So I'd like to get out and enjoy some sun today, because next week I probably will not get to get out there as much. I know I won't. And so, because I'm busy doing school at that time. And so I'm thinking I'd like to get everything done here real quick, but I will put the meat in a slow cooker and get that done. I had to laugh because yesterday I started dinner so late in the afternoon, the ribs. And I told Greg, he came home and he got home early. And I was like, oh my goodness. I said, I would cook these early any other time and they would all be done by now because I had them done. But since I started in the afternoon, I didn't judge my time correctly, and they weren't done when he got home, which is fine. He didn't mind waiting, but it was one of those things. And then it ran out of pellets too, so it just made it twice as long. So I was like, okay. I mean, we ate eventually. We ate at 6 instead of 5, but no big deal. But it was just one of those things like, I want to get it done so I can be finished. So I like to get my stuff done in the morning and not have to worry about it, especially when we start school. And I think people that if you work outside the home, you get food ready too. You get crock pot meals going, because when you get home from work, you're busy with everything else. And so for me, I'd rather get all that done early, and then we'll be doing our school, and I'll be taking the time with that, and then like the afternoon I'll have to edit all those kind of things, or we'll be whatever we're gonna do. So it just takes time. So I don't really want to take that 3 o'clock hour to get dinner, unless I have to. I mean, I'm sure I will some days, but goal is to get it done early. So it's good. But today it's gonna be, I'm gonna do a meatloaf and a mashed potatoes, because I do like that. And I think cornbread, I forgot we bought a bunch of cornmeal at the discount store, and I'm like, I have a lot of that, so I like to make that for dinner. And I'll put that in the oven here, but I would just heat up the oven. I'll do the small oven. I'll do that this morning. And that will be good. And then we'll have a nice homemade meal. And I still have, I know I still have, like, there's still sweet potato fries, and there's still leftovers, so I can definitely throw some of that in there. And I think I'll do puppy chow. I haven't made puppy chow in a little while. I'm like, that'll be a nice little treat. and get that, which will be good. So I'll probably do some of that today. And that's gonna be good. So good day, great thing. You know, yesterday was Monday and Tuesday have been long days for me. I feel like I was doing a whole lot for a long time, and then like my days were long, but that's okay. And so today will be nice because I'll be done a little bit earlier, which is always a good thing. So finish these up, bubbling up. And I did forget I wanted to make coffee syrups. I need to look that up. I'm sure it's just sugar syrups, right? Coffee syrups recipe. Like I have like maple flavoring. I have coconut flavoring and just vanilla too. I think those would be really delicious. It's basically sugar and water, so that's easy enough. Okay, we're gonna let those finish there. That will be easy. Let's go over here and mix up for the cornbread. There we go, let me take a picture so I can put it on the screen for you. Sweet cornbread. You might, if you don't, if you like the plainer, not plainer, what is it? Savory cornbread, like a salty one, this is not the recipe for you. So this is all delicious. We've been making the same one for many, many years. I'll put the recipe on the screen and just mix it up. Okay, as I was making this, I was reminded of a recipe that I used to have a long time ago and that I know is one of my dad's favorite recipes. And we didn't have it very much, but when I was a kid, I didn't like it. And then when I was as an adult, I did like it. It's cornmeal mush or polenta. There's like the two. My grandma would make my dad cornmeal mush. And as a kid, we're like, ew, mush, gross. But I still remember my dad, it's being his favorite. I have it in my cookbook. I've never made it for, well, no, can't say never. I did when I had the like first few kids because I remember finding a recipe for polenta, and I actually went to the store and bought some polenta like in a tube. It's like comes in like a sausage tube, and you basically cut it up. You cut it up and fry it, and then you serve it with sauteed vegetables. And it was so good. You put Parmesan cheese, pepper, it's really good. Now my dad would have it, he would serve his with syrup and butter. Good too, either way. I think the mush is more like this sweet kind, polenta is more like savory kind. And so I was thinking, I'm like, I would like to make that. And the kids would have never had it. It would have been the older ones. So I just was looking at the recipe. I'm like, that's a lot of stuff there. So I'm going to downsize mine hugely. So I am going to do, let me see here. I'm going to measure out. So what you do is, I looked online and did some other recipes. And I was like, okay, it's about the same. So I guess it depends on your preference. So I'm going to make it like my grandma did. That's going to be good. I'm going to do less though. So this is going to be, her recipe was 2 2/3 cup of cornmeal. I'm going to do 1 1/3, just because I don't want to have a ton, because I don't even know if that's going to be something anybody even likes. And then it's a teaspoon of salt for this amount. And you let it soak with 1 cup of water. You know what? I'm gonna make, well, no, I'll just do this. I was like, I was gonna make the big recipe. I'll make this, it's gonna be one of the dishes I make and the kids try. Will it be their favorite? I don't know. It's been a long time since I remember having it, but from what I remember, it was good. So this, and then you boil 3 cups of water and you put this in there and let it come to a boil. And then you put it in a glass dish and refrigerate it until set. So I was thinking it needs to sit overnight. So I thought it'd be good to do that today. So let me get a pot out. One more cup of water, and then I'm going to add the other third. I'm going to get some more cornmeal here. I was just looking, I'm like, it's not that big. And I'm like, surely it'll be good. And it can sit in the refrigerator, I'll eat it. It's good for you. Cornmeal is very good for you. So I'm gonna, okay, let me put this in here. One. Okay. So I'll bring that to a boil, then I think you just whisk it in. Just whisk it and stir it, and then, yeah, I'm looking at it. That'll be good. I'll make it. I'll eat it. That'll be fine. Okay, let's get the meatloaf done. Let's just get that all mixed up. What I'm gonna do, because I'm doing multiple things at multiple times, that's usually always better, is I'm gonna get my puppy chow mixture into the, what's that called over there? It's called a microwave, so that I can focus on doing the meat in that. So what I'm gonna do is got a little bit of peanut butter here on the bottom. I like the smaller jars because you don't have to worry about getting peanut butter all over the place. But I did buy a bunch of these, didn't I? Okay, so basically, think key is like a box of cereal. Think 1 cup, because I'm always like, how much do you make? It's roughly 1 cup peanut butter for each box and 1 cup chocolate chips. Kind of use that as your standard for what you're doing. So I am, instead of measuring the peanut butter and doing this twice, I'm eyeballing it here. I'm gonna put it into my bowl, and then I'll throw it in the microwave. I was wondering why I was missing 3 pairs of scissors, and I just bought 2 in the dishwasher. I'm like, where do they disappear to? So I'm gonna use these ones. The Aldi ones are okay. They sometimes don't melt as well, so I just, they do. You just gotta go slow, and sometimes I'm like, I've just come into like where I was like, oh, that didn't even melt, so I'll just use these for that. I'm gonna throw this in the microwave, so then we'll come back and we'll do, is that ready? Nope, but I will do the meatloaf. Okay, so for this recipe, I don't have measurements for it. It is just meatloaf, meat, ground beef, an egg, breadcrumbs, tomato sauce, Italian seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic, onion, and parsley. Easy. Mix it up. Now I'm gonna only add, I might just add 1 egg. I'll see what it looks like. You don't wanna mix it, but if the firmer, like the more hold together your meatloaf is, add more eggs. If you want a little bit like softer, add less eggs. Easy. So let me mix all that up in here. I need 1 hand, so I'm gonna bring you over here. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna put this in my slow cooker. I have this one. It's like a lasagna pan. It works. Oh, that's sliding. Heaven. There we go. I'm gonna stick it in here so I can cook it. So that is good. I got in the habit of putting holes in it. If you make meatloaf and freeze it, put a couple holes in it like that with your fingers, because if you thaw it and you don't thaw it all the way, oh, so it makes you run it. It just helps it to cook faster. Hello, did you just wake up? She's like, I'm here. Did you just wake up, Maxine? She's like, oh, I smell food. So it's good because it smells like Italian. Obviously Italian seasonings in there. So all good. All right, this is coming to a boil here. All I'm gonna do is put this in, whisk it to stir it real good, mix, and then you let it boil for about 40 minutes. So let me know, have you had cornmeal mush before? Or have you had polenta? Let me turn it down just a little bit. Like I said, I never knew, like, it was like all the rage. It was one of those magazines that you got at the checkout counter. It was a small one. It was like a summer recipe, and I remember picking it up, and it was, it had the polenta, which you bought. You fried it, and then you sauteed zucchini and peppers and all that, and then you served it with it like a stir fry. I'm like, I thought it was really like a Parmesan cheese. So look at that. That's just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put on my, actually I'll put it over here. This burner is smaller. This one, you get the double burner, so it's gonna cook a lot more. I just want it real low. There we go. So it can kind of simmer without burning the bottom. Perfect. Okay, there's that. gonna bubble, bubble, bubble. I don't think I have to keep stirring it. 40 minutes would be a long time to sit here. Like I said, I've never made it this way. My grandma used to always. I feel like that's gonna be dangerous. Cornbread came out looking delicious and browned on the top. Always nice. I'm gonna Google real quick another recipe just to make sure, because I have cooking it for 40 minutes. Is that true? They did 15 minutes until very thick. Okay. Okay, this is getting pretty thick over here. Pretty thick. I don't think I could do 40 minutes at all. No, I could not. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of not mush. What's it called? Grits. So I think when I was Googling the recipe, I think some people use this as an alternative for grits. But yeah, it tastes really good. So I am excited to make this. It's been a while. Maybe I could mail some of this to my dad. And let this keep going. And then I remember they put it in a glass. I don't have a glass. I do my mom used to do like a loaf pan. Doesn't matter if you do metal. That's what I have. And then she would put it like a bread pan, and then slice it into slices and fry it. I'll probably do that. Look at that. Okay. I'll let it keep doing its thing, and then I'll keep stirring just to make sure it doesn't burn. So while I'm doing that, let me stir the puppy chow mixture right here. Put it in the microwave for about 3 minutes, so it should hopefully melt all of it. Let's see. If you put the peanut butter on the bottom, sometimes it'll help melt it. Look at that. It did. Okay, it doesn't actually burn. I keep stirring it. It's not burning on the bottom, which is good. And I was just opening the cereal. This had this recipe on the back. It's bacon ranch trail mix. I don't ever usually make these, like where you mix up the Czech cereal with like butter and some spices and bacon. I might do that. Maybe I'll save that for another time. I'm gonna put in here, we like the corn and the rice Czechs. And you put it in a bowl here, and then pour the chocolate on, stir it, and add powdered sugar. So this is it right here, polenta. It's really good the way it is. So I'm gonna just put this in the refrigerator, cover it. Plastic wrap, I remember. That's what my grandma used to cover it with. It's been like years. So I'm gonna cover it, and then it kind of gets, like you can already tell it wants to set up, and it just gets solid. And then I'll be able to cut it tomorrow and fry it, so that'll be good for later. Okay, what else do I need to do? Wash these dishes behind me. My meatloaf is over there. Cornbread is done. Coffee syrup, there was more. I was also going to do mashed potatoes and gravy. That I don't have to do that right now because that's like super early. But this coffee syrup, let me put this in the refrigerator. Let's clean up the kitchen. I know I'm your favorite. Kitchen is cleaned up. I'm gonna be down here except the potatoes. I gotta get those. I'm gonna make a coffee syrup. I'll just do one. Did I just do one today? Let me just do one today, and then I'll try it today. That'll be the key to do it. So the ratio is 1 to 1. So I'm gonna do brown sugar, maple flavoring. I think that would be really good. So I'm gonna do a cup of brown sugar. That's a cup of water. And then you basically just let it boil for 10 minutes. And then when it's done, I'll add the flavoring. I have maple, so it'll be good. And then I'll try my espresso today. I've been doing like 1 cup of coffee in the morning and doing one of those like around noon or the afternoon. So depending on how much I have to get done. So we'll try this, and then again, if I like it, it's good, I will avoid buying the syrups. Okay, after thinking about life, I'm just gonna peel the potatoes right now. I'm gonna do a bunch of them because I feel like they really like mashed potatoes and gravy. So I'm gonna do, now they do, I think it's the yellow potatoes. Paying twice the price for potatoes helps. So I'm gonna peel these, put them in here. This is boiling, I should set a timer. Okay, I'll watch my clock. Okay, so I got my potatoes boiling. I'm gonna take, my syrup is done. I Googled it because I'm like, how long do you have to like boil the sugar for to get it like a pourable syrup? So 220, 230 is what I did. I'm just gonna add some maple flavoring, and then I'm gonna just let it cool for a little bit, and I will put it like in a glass jar, and I will use it today. I'm excited. This will be very good. I know this will be great. It's gotta be better than the jar syrups. And I know you can make pumpkin, you can make your own one. It smells really good. Really hot. That's good. When I get done, I'm gonna finish everything. I was like, do I not? I do, because I wanna do other things today, and that's how my day's rolling. So what I'm gonna do is make gravy for this, and then I'll just heat it up when it's close to dinner. It'll be easy and great. This is a KFC gravy, like version of it. This is the one they like. This is what they like. They like these yellow potatoes. I was making the russet potatoes. Nobody ate them. This is the hookup. So you're gonna take butter and flour, mix it into a paste, and then I'm gonna add onion, garlic, and pepper in there. Then I'm gonna add chicken and beef bouillon and water to it, and that is gonna make a really delicious gravy, very similar to the one at KFC. It's likable, everybody likes it, so I'm like, that's the winner. Yeah, now I have to remember I have a gravy boat we gotta get rid of to serve this with. I always forget. Basically, you want to melt your butter here. You can put in your spices now. I think the original recipe is onion powder. I have minced onion. It was garlic. Pepper. And I add more because, you know, you might as well use up your spices. Kind of all this. Okay. So let this melt here. And I'll add my flour to it and then make that like the base of it. So this will be really good. This will, like I said, I'll be finished and done. I think I might even whip together a salad real quick because I have heads of lettuce. I put them in the garage. They seem to last longer in the garage. I don't know why, but they did. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do some eggs. We've got some like salami and stuff, cucumbers. I can make a salad, and then we can have that tonight as well. And that'll be a very good, easy dinner that I'll have done. I don't have to worry about it, and I can just enjoy my afternoon. The sun is rolling, and summer break will be finished here soon, so you gotta enjoy your days. Kids and I are looking forward to Florida. Like, it's nicer when it gets cooler out, so we'll be doing a little bit more outings. Not yet, not until it gets really much cooler, but be able to get outside more and stuff. It's just so toasty now. It goes real fast. If you ever make gravies and things and it's lumpy and you can't get the lumps out, just use an immersion blender or put them in a regular blender. It'll take care of all of that. Let's restart our spices too. I'll do it right over here, so if I spill, it'll just go inside here. You don't want to add too much of that. That gravy is delicious. You know how KFC gravy has that peppery taste, kind of like burns in your throat backwards? That is what that tastes like. Delicious. So I have turned it off. It's done. So let's do one more. Let's do the salad and get that done, and then I'll be down in the kitchen. This right here is awesome. It saved my life for doing eggs because every time I make them, they do not turn out right. And this thing, my phone is going crazy. This actually works very good. The gimmicky things, you know, like a pineapple peeler and then, you know, the watermelon cutter. Had those over the years, but I'm like, a knife works just fine. This actually works way better for eggs. Here, for me, I know not everybody said they had good experience with it. With an over. So that is, that's a good thing. This is cool. Okay, I'm gonna pour this in here. It's not very much, but it will give me a nice trial to see how this does. It smells really good. So I'm gonna make this today. I'll let it cool here. Oh, you know this? Can we rinse this now? You're gonna fall out of it. Rinse these out. I usually let it sit upside down for a little bit until the water gets out and then put it on your counter. I'll have sprouts in a few days. The potatoes are boiling. Let's rinse this in the cucumber and we'll do a salad. Just simple. I'm just gonna do cucumber and lettuce. I know it's not everybody, probably have more, but what we'll do is we'll put the egg on it, we'll have cheese on it. That's good enough for me. I'm gonna make it more break apart, a wider salad versus like cutting it off. Perfect. Let's tear everything. That will work. Sometimes easier is good. And then we can do whatever kind of meat. If there's some ham in there, they can do salami, they can do cheese. Just tear it apart. And then this way I can kind of pour off the water because there's a lot of water in here. This water gets all stuck inside. This is actually really good lettuce. It's been a few weeks, right? Since we went, yeah, it's been 2 weeks. Since we did our shopping, still pretty good. Okay, just simple like that. Perfect. Cucumber, same way, just slice it on top. Do we leave it? I'll cut it in half. Sometimes real basic is good and easy. Whatever you want to do for your home. Don't worry about fancy. I used to think having all like the perfect meals and having like all the fancy things and variety and this and that. And you know what? I've come to find out why give variety if they weren't going to eat it? I mean, as they get older, we definitely try new things, but not like a forced like, oh, we're going to have all brand new meals this week because, especially when you deal with little kids, because they don't like that. And then you just go about wasting all your grocery money. So keep it simple and basic and easy. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, gravy. We'll have cornbread and we'll have some salad here. Easy, easy day. I got some puppy chow. We have that. I got the simple syrup made. And that's it for my day, right? For food? It is. I'm looking at my list. That's all I got to do. So that means that I can start editing, get that done. The sun is still out. Hopefully it stays out and I can make it outside. Maybe work on some organizing stuff for our school. Easy, easy Wednesday. The mashed potatoes, amazing. That little potato masher. Why have I gone so long without a potato masher? I don't even know. I did have the other one a long time ago, and I think I just used my hand mixer for years, and then just they didn't really love it, so I stopped using it and just used that little meat one. That worked amazing in half the time. So I just used the potato starch water in there, a little bit of milk I added, didn't show it, and salt, and then butter. That's it. Now this is done. All my stuff is done. I'm waiting on the meatloaf is cooking. I'll be finished. I can kind of take a break. I'm gonna go upstairs and edit for a little bit and enjoy my afternoon. All right, it has been a good afternoon. I got to go outside in the pool for a little bit and enjoy some sunshine, relaxation. It was very good. And then just ran to our local library, picked up some books for school, and then came home, got to work upstairs a little bit and chilled today, this afternoon. That's nice. That's a good thing to do today. So I've got dinner out. We're gonna be eating in just a minute. So this is what we've got here. It's all just sitting out because we're not exactly ready to eat just yet. Greg will be home in a few minutes and then we'll eat. This is how we're doing it. Here's the salad. You got ranch. I also have cottage cheese. Totally forgot we have cottage cheese. Poppy seed, and then if you want to put salami on yours, you can. I'll even put scissors in cheese. I know, right here, winner. This is how this is looking. The cornbread and butter. And then over here, this is the meatloaf. That's looking very good. Good. It's good. It's very good. And then the mashed potatoes. Those I just heated up. And the gravy. I gotta get the gravy about. So this is gonna be dinner this evening. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. A little bit of food, a little bit of getting stuff made for my home. So you have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your day. Remember, you are designed, you are created, and you are selected by God to do great, wonderful things. And I will see you again tomorrow with another video. All right, have a great day. We'll see ya. Bye.